Hello, guys. I'm just winding myself up. You're right. That's how I do it. The gravity will hold us down. On that note, I'll come back to Earth. So some of you may wonder quite how I raise my vibes, and mostly it's with dance music before I work. So thank you for joining me here. Sorry I'm running a little bit late today. It's just been a bit of a tricky day, really. I've been very, very hot, so I hope you're all comfortable, got plenty of water, and relaxing into your evening. Hello, Simon. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. That's very kind of you to join us. So just to remind you guys, I'm doing one a month now. So this is going to be August. The next one will be the first week of September, which pretty much coincides with my birthday. So maybe you'll all sing happy birthday to me while I'm broadcasting. That would be rather nice. 8th of September, I'm 44. So I've got a little while left to go. Lovely to see you here. Hello, Dana Brown. I don't think I've seen you for a little while. And Helen Glendunning and Thunder Whitefeather. What a beautiful, beautiful name. And I can feel the energy of yours is very beautiful as well. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. So this is Indigo Starseed Psychic Medium that's operating near Bristol in Keynsham, Sunday Spiritual Service. I call it spiritual because I am spiritual. I'm not religious. So I'd like everyone to choose their own beliefs and their own understandings in life, because actually it's fundamental to myself that I believe we all see the world very, very differently. So why would we tell someone how to see the world if we all see it differently? Well, there's a thought. Good evening. Hello, Arjan Sharma. Nice to see you here. So throughout the evening, we will have most likely someone come on and offer you free readings with Inbox Me. Please don't do it, guys. They're after your money. And at the end of the day, any reputable reader will not ask you to inbox them. It's completely bad ethics, unless you start the conversation. If you start the conversation, that's a very different matter. Thank you very much. Hi, Jenna. Hiya. Hi. So thank you for joining me. So what we'll do, the lovely Donna Massey, Lindsay Massey, Lydia Massey. Thank you for tagging them. Hello, Gemma Kirk. Hello, darling. Michelle Blackman, Anita Sanchez. So many lovely faces. So this is Sunday Spiritual Service. So I start with a bit of philosophy. I'm going to share with you a poem I wrote, and it's not me trying to racially appropriate, because I know people have issues with that. It's more about, it's something from my childhood. It's something that I incorporate into my world, and I hope I give it due respect. So there is some First Nation wording in my poetry that I'm going to share with you tonight. After the poem, I have a little tiny talk. Then we'll go into short healing. So you can write up anyone that you want to have healing for. And then we have a little song just to raise the vibes. I link into the spirit world. Some of you have seen me do this before, some of you haven't. And then I will bring forth spirits of your loved ones that will make information clear to you. Now, the important thing is when you're working with a medium, please respond in a way that they can understand. Please understand that right now I'm operating I don't know what you call it, broadcast studio. So I'm handling all your comments. I'm handling all the technical side of it, as well as linking to the spirit world. So if you don't answer clearly, it can bring my mind back to this earth plane, which I don't want to do. I want to be in a different existence. Let's put it that way. Maybe that way. It's hard to explain. Unless you do it yourself, it's hard to explain. Maybe someone on here can explain it a bit better. Sometimes I feel that when I'm working as a medium, my brain is like a foot behind me. So maybe that'll make you understand a little bit more. It's like I'm working in the brain outside of me. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So thank you for saying such sweet things. Hi from Bobby and hi from Lucy. Lovely to be here. So please do like and share out, guys. This is the only service for August. from this Friday coming up till the following Friday, I'm having a week out of spirituality. So you might see the odd post because I'm on holiday and just saying hello and how you're doing and I love you. But you won't be seeing me work because I need a break. I need a break. So thank you so much. The world is waking up, Charlotte, but they're waking up to their own realities. And this is important. Please hold that understanding. Bobby says, understand, but it's hard to explain. Exactly. It is hard to explain, isn't it? So I don't tend to explain it too much because my experience as a medium, I'm sure, is different to other mediums. So yes, is it part of what we believe? Is it part of what we've been taught? Is it part of who we are? Who knows? Who knows? It's an interesting quandary. And I really don't believe that any one person has all the answers. I really don't. So hello, Jessica Iker. Lovely to see you here. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you a poem I wrote in 2018. I wrote a year's worth of inspired poetry, which is a case of, it's kind of, how can I word it? Yet another thing difficult to explain. It's like I had an inspiration of what to write about, like a subject, but then the words flowed from somewhere else. As I'm looking at myself, my head's getting bigger and bigger. So I'm hoping it's not a metaphysical thing and I'm just seeing something very strange. It's like my head is turning into elongated, like an alien or something. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm digressing. Hello, Anita. Lovely to have you here. Okay. So this one's called Two Sides. And it incorporates a traditional Native American song, which is why, or First Nation song, which is why I wanted to just make that clear that I'm not racial appropriating. Something I had from childhood. My parents, my family, whoever it was, taught me at a young age. And it's just something that came into this situation of this in this experience. Suzanne's just said it's like being lost in a good book but being still aware of your child in the other room. Yeah, that's not far off it. I don't feel quite so insular, but yes, that feeling of knowing that you can curate things but you really want to focus in on what your mind's going into. Absolutely. So this is called Two Sides. I hope you enjoy it. There is duality in all things. There is always two sides to a coin. There's always two sides to an argument. There's always two sides to a story. And as we woke today, we looked out the caravan window and did say, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. But it's important to keep in mind that in another part of our beautiful Gaia, there's a desperate soul wishing that the rivers would grow higher. So as we heartfeltly pray and request a sunshine-filled day, in another land, someone else is reciting the magic words and doth say, Wichitai tai kimarai haranika heine noa. We need water to live, just like the blessed plants, trees, animals, and every soaring bird. Gratitude for every sacred drip and drop of rain, a heartfelt thank you needs to be heard. With every breath you make and every step you take, remember, the earth is our mother and we must take care of her. Hey yana ho yana hey yan yan. Her sacred ground we walk upon. The earth is our mother. She will take care of us. Let's respect and love her. Every step tread lightly. With love make our vibration higher. Live with gratitude within your everyday attitude. Thank you. Aho, beloved Mother Gaia. Thank you very much for listening. So there's a few people saying that you could feel really connected to this. It's a case of, it's just saying to you, just think about the other side of the coin. Think about the other person's argument. Think about, why was that person behaving in that way? Were they in pain? Were they feeling under pressure? Was there a post-traumatic stress situation that came involved, because it very often is. And, you know, sometimes we have to accept our lot, and we have to use what we have and make resources of what we have. And even myself, I need a real regular reminder that I've actually got virtually everything I need in life. And certainly, yeah, we take things for granted. We take things very much for granted. A dear friend of mine has had a terrible misdemeanor this week, and she's lost her home in a fire. So if anyone would like to support her rejuvenation of her home, or rejuvenation of her spiritual objects, or rejuvenation of, the funds to rebuild it, please do get in contact. I'm not going to say her name on here. I feel it's too wide a broadcast, but please do message me. But it's just really reminded me that we must be grateful for what we have, and just understand that objects can be replaced, but people can't. So on the note of being a medium, a lot of the requests we get are people who didn't get a chance to make up before someone passed. So please, I implore you, if you have a rift in your family and it's possible to say sorry or to make up, please do so, because one day it might be too late. Okay. And that's what I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart. Being a medium, it's one of the biggest things that we deal with, is people wishing they just made up. So on that note, lots and lots of love from me to you. I'm not going to bring you down any further. Suzanne's just saying, I have heard part of that as a chant, but not the whole thing. I know it's a rain dance song. I believe it's called Witchy Tai Tai. I could probably, if you give me a second, I could probably put it on the comments. So that's really, really kind, Bobby. Thank you so much. We're going to get together from people as much as we can for her. I can't imagine losing all my, well, makes me want to put it in a stronghold, to be honest. But all my work and all my photographs, all my, all of those things, just so devastating. I think it's called this, but I can probably find it for you, Suzanne. It is on the internet. But I knew it's a rain dance. We sang it as children in the garden, which is quite interesting because none of my family are First Nations. So where we got it from, who knows? Who knows? We used to camp a lot. We used to live in the mud a lot. So we probably got very used to rain dances. Hello, Terry. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for saying lovely words. I'm glad they resonated. I'm glad it made some sense to you. Okay. And there is that age-old thing, isn't there, that and what life throws you at you, someone else is always in a worse situation, but that's not actually very helpful at the time, is it? It's actually more helpful to have the support and love come your way when you need it than to be told someone else is suffering more than you. So just remember the essence of those words, because someone needed to hear that. Okay, lovely. Well, thank you very much for joining me. So I'm Indigo Starseed Psychic Medium. We're about to do a bit of healing. So we're doing a traditional spiritualist meeting, virtual spiritualist meeting. So we have the spiritualist healing hymn, and then we will list as many people as you want to that you feel that need healing onto the live comments. And it will get there. I know this works. I know this works. I've asked for healing so many times myself on a virtual platform, and it really does work. So just know that. So in a moment, I'm just going to ask for 2 minutes silence. I'm going to read the healing hymn first. Please put down the Please put down the people you wish to send healing to, the animals, whoever you feel needs it. Maybe it's just everyone. I don't know. Put what you want. It's up to you. Famous, non-famous, next door neighbor, doesn't even need a name. All right, here we go. Gracious Spirit of thy goodness, hear our anxious prayer. Take our loved ones who are suffering neath thy tender care. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Gracious Spirit, may thy presence shed a healing ray, turning all the lights of darkness into glorious day. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Gracious Spirit, shouldst thou claim them, be their light and guide. Lead them to thy heavenly kingdom safely by thy side. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Okay, I'm just going to put my microphone on silent for 2 minutes silence. Thank you very much. Hello, folks. Thank you so much for just holding that 2 minutes silence. And I feel that all those people really do need it. We'll have it sent to them. And if someone could just write down Mystic Sharing Family, I'd really appreciate that, because I can't quite do it from here at the moment. And without further ado, I'm going to welcome my next guest. Come on in. Come on. Right, you sit here. Careful, because my water's under my chair and you have a notorious situation of knocking over.
Well, my feet are big. What do you expect?
All right. Here we go. You ready, folks?
This is a song that my Brownies group sing, and I think it means a lot to me, so I think you guys should love it. My Brownies group are so kind and caring, so I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guiding light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little guiding light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine all the time. light out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't you, my little light out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't you, my little light out. I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Under a bush. Oh no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bush. Oh no, I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Take my little light with the world and let it shine. Take my little light round the world. I'm gonna let it shine. Take my little light round the world. I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine.
Thank you very much. That's little Starseed. Thank you very much, folks.
And that is one of my favourite songs from Brownies.
Hope you enjoyed that. She's going to let her little light shine off to bed now.
No.
Good night, darling.
I've still got an hour.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Love you.
Thank you guys for listening. That all mean the light means don't hide your confidence. Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed that, folks. It was really sweet, wasn't it? What a lovely little song. What a lovely little song. I said to her, what do you want to sing? And she said, this little light of mine. I was like, I don't know what that is. So I said, you could sing it on your own. Okay. She's got a good voice, isn't she? She's back at stage school in September. So that will be good for her. That'll be good for her. So thank you very much for joining me, folks. Those who have just joined, this is not a live reading session. Oh, we don't want to hear it again. As much as it was sweet, we don't want to hear it again. This isn't a live reading session. This is live mediumship. So I'm going to ask my spirit team to come close in a moment. And it's a case of if you recognize what I'm saying and what I'm experiencing as a person or the information I'm giving, please do speak up. Grew up singing that song. Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Maybe it was just for you, Andy. That'd be really sweet. That'd be really sweet. Spirit works in the most amazing, mysterious ways. And we easily forget. Hot 35 degrees. I'm just in a bikini. I would not be wearing clothes in 35 degrees. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to sit and link into my spirit team now, and then we'll see who comes forward. Please answer in concise sentences. Anyone who answers with yes or no, I will cut the link and move to the next person because it's just not fair. It holds up so much of the evening, and it's quite frustrating. So you always sing that song to your kids. Oh, lovely. Lots of people have got connections. That's really, really nice. That's made me very, very happy. Which has knocked me thingy, though. Let me just tidy this up. Sorry. A bit of a Virgo. I like things to look right. Doesn't look right. I have to live with it. That's the thing of children, isn't it? You have to live with what they do and enjoy their beautiful song, their beautiful presence. And she's such a lovely little girl. Good little girl. On that note, I'm going to put my fan on. I'm hoping, can anyone hear it? Is it a problem? Can you just let me know before I start? Because I'm far too hot right now. Can you let me know before I start? And then I'm going to link into the energy. Yeah, fussy Virgo. I do like things straight. This is annoying me immensely, but I'll live with it. It's not important. I was singing that song this week. Excellent. Emma knows what it's like then. I'm fussy in my own way. I'm not a typical Virgo. Clear radio green 5. Great. Well, I've put my fan on because I'm just finding life a bit hot at the moment. So maybe I'm with Antonio. Antony Costa. It's 35 degrees. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to link in. I won't be a moment, and we'll see who comes in to say hello. Okay, I feel we've got a lot of playful spirits around tonight, so I feel this is going to be quite an interesting evening. Maybe watch the either side of me and see if anything does come up. I've had quite a lot come up in my photographs and also my broadcasts recently, so just keep an eye. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off just because it's how I prefer to link in. And there may be a reason for it more than that, because I don't always do it, but I do prefer to link in like this. It takes me about 1.5 minutes, folks, okay? And this is just me hyper-focusing. This is going into expanding my aura, inviting my spirit team, and just working with the spirit realm, okay? Okay. All right, I've got a spirit friend that would like to present themselves to you, and this spirit friend's this spirit friend is calling out the name Ted. Okay, I'm not 100% certain whether it's his name or whether it's someone connected to him. But as I'm linking with this gentleman, I feel that he's an older gentleman. I definitely feel he had a stroke. I can feel one side of my face is dropped down. I can feel that there's almost like half of my body is dropped down. I feel it would be the left-hand side. I know you're seeing opposite, but it's the left-hand side of the body that would be dropped down. I'm feeling that this gentleman has corduroys on. So he had corduroy trousers that I feel that he'd wear all the time, and they're a darker colour corduroy. Okay. This person is showing me that he would have medication in a pot, in a plastic pot with the pills in it. So I feel that he was in a place of care, or a place, I don't know, that's just feels that he needed a lot of medication. He needed a lot of medication, needed something for his heart as well. He's told me warfarin was needed for his heart, okay? I've just heard grandfather of Becky. Grandfather of Becky, or grandfather of Becky is what I heard. So if Sophie can type this up for me, if she's still here, darling, if you can, that'd be amazing. So I've got a gentleman who's calling out the name Ted. He definitely had a stroke. Half of his face is dropped down. Half of his body is dropped down. It feels like he's very lopsided. He has corduroys, and he's bringing me to my granddad, and he's telling me Becky, granddad of Becky. This should make sense to someone on here. This person definitely has a connection in September. And I feel that Ted, your hubby, Kaz, champion, okay. Is there a Becky within your family? Is there a Becky? Stepdaughter is Becky. Okay. All right. So Kaz champion, does the rest make sense? This gentleman who'd had a stroke, if it's not a stroke, it's something where he lost a bit of use of his mouth is dropped down and his arm is dropped down. It feels like half his body is dropped. Can you just let me know in a nice clear sentence? Yes. Okay. Can you let me know in a clear sentence what makes sense? Did he need warfarin as well? Okay. And this isn't Ted, is this? This is your father, yes? Can you put me in a sentence? Because at the time delay, I will not understand. And you make me think in a human life, and it really takes away the magic of the spirit world. So please put it in a sentence. So this is your father, Kaz. Your father. He's also drawing me to my my dragonfly earring. So there's some kind of connection with the dragonfly. Ted is your husband. Who's in spirit, darling? Is Ted in spirit or is Ted on earth? Please. Ted is Becky's dad. Okay. Who's Becky's grandfather? Your father in spirit that I'm talking about, or is it your partner's father in spirit, please? I feel it's your father, Kaz. Someone's got earache as well. Someone's got a problem with their ear or problem with their hearing, because I'm being drawn very closely to my ear. Ted's dad's in spirit. Loved dragonflies. Okay. All right. So it's Ted's dad that we're talking with, not your dad. Okay. Kaz, can you please put in a clear sentence how your dad is doing, please? Because I feel there's some reference to your dad in this conversation. Can you let me know, please? Okay. All right. Ted's dad's in spirit. Okay. Okay. All right, come on, give me some more. He went deaf. Your dad's upstairs in his bedroom. Okay, all right, this makes sense now. So your dad is in your home. His dad is in spirit. Yes? Great. Who went deaf? Was it Ted's dad, please? Because I can't hear properly until you tell me what it is. I can't take it away. He went deaf. Was it Ted's father who went deaf? Okay. I just heard another name, Kaz. I got the name Cedric, which is a very old-fashioned name. I've got the name Cedric here as well. Okay. I feel there's something going on with your husband at the moment, Kaz, where he's feeling like he just wants to give up. He's feeling really fed up. And his dad's just come down to Ted's dad went deaf and my dad's going deaf. Okay, that's the connection. Thank you. I knew there was a connection. I didn't quite know what it was. But it just feels like your husband wants to give up. I think he's a bit fed up, to be honest. And it may well be around having to be extra patient around your father, because I don't feel your husband's a 100% patient person. But I do want to say that his father is just saying, get on with it, boy. Get on with it. He just wants to pep him up. He wants to perk him up. Cedric was a relative of Ted's dad. There you go. I've just heard Cedric as well for you. Okay, so just confirmation that Ted's dad is there. I've never met you before, Kaz. I don't know about Ted and Cedric and all these people. And yes, fed up with work. Absolutely, absolutely. His father wants him to look for something better. Okay, he wants him to stop moaning, stop coming home in a grump or whatever he's doing, because it just feels like the energy is so heavy. He wants him to find something else. It's the time is now. And I know it feels a bit uneconomically safe, but there's plenty of jobs which are economically safe. Now, I can't give you that advice, but this person is saying what he does is in demand. What he does is in demand, Kaz, okay? Your husband's very clever, actually. He's very technical, and it's just saying he's a bit lost where he is. He's been used a bit as a monkey. He's been used to, to do things that are below him. And I just feel that he needs a new challenge. He needs a new fresh start. He needs to be out the home a little bit more than he is. So I don't know that he's working from home, but they're just saying that he needs to be out of the home more than he is, because it just feels like everything's getting a bit merged. Okay. Thank you very much, Terry. That's appreciated. Okay. All right. So, Kaz, out of yourself, your husband, or your father, who is it who's getting out of breath all the time? Who is getting out of breath all the time? They've just given me the symptoms of completely getting out of breath. It's like I'm quite exhausted. Is this your husband? Can you let me know, please, sweetheart? Working from home at the moment. Yeah. He needs to be away from the home. It's driving him a bit mad. Okay. He's always been someone on the road or going off places and doing things. And like this sort of having to be in one place all the time is really not good for him. Not good for him. Kaz, okay. Kaz, I don't know whether you've been to the doctors or the GP, but please do. I can't diagnose. I don't get that, and I won't want that, and I can't do it legally either. But they're bringing it to me because you need to pay attention to it, darling. They're bringing it to me so you need to pay attention to it. Don't worry, don't panic, because there's a little part of you that knows there's something that goes through the family that you're panicking about. Please don't. But please, please go and see someone who knows what's going on. Because it might be the most simple thing that you just need to change some of your diet. You might need to have some more exercise. I don't know. But they're bringing that to me, and it's really, really difficult to actually get a breath out. So it may even be something you need a little bit of support with in the medical way as well. But I don't know. They're just telling me that Caitlin, mine was doing that the other day, just shoots hearts up. I swear it's spirit. Shoots hearts across the screen. It's quite funny. Okay, Kaz. Okay. So, Kaz, for yourself, they are saying to you that you need to do something about your feet also. Your feet are feeling very swollen and very sore and very achy. And I just feel you need to really support yourself, because it feels like right now no one's got any time or energy for you at the moment. I don't quite understand what they're saying, but I really want to say to you that your feet support you through the day and through your life, and please look after them, because they're feeling like they are really, really worn out. I feel that you're on your feet quite a lot. So they're just saying to you, when you're not at work or when you're not on your feet doing whatever it is you do, because I can't see, I'm being completely honest, please, please, take good care of them. Have a nice bath, bathing in salt, which I can say to you. You can also get a sprig of lavender from your garden and just sprinkle it in, and it will just give a nice soothing to your feet. But do please look after them, because it feels like sometimes you leave yourself at the bottom of the list, and that would be okay if you weren't caring for people, which you are. And I do feel that some of your family rely very heavily on you. I'm not sure whether they need to because of mental reasons. I'm not quite certain of that, but they're just saying that they lean very heavily on you. So just know you have to take the weight of the world in your own home, okay? Now, they're bringing to my mind, Kaz, a Welsh dresser. This is a pine Welsh dresser, and it's got blue and white plates on it. Is this something you recognise, Kaz, please? Can you let me know, please? Are you in care, Kaz? Is that what I was seeing? Self-love is very important, Andy. Very important. You just let me know, Kaz, about the Welsh dresser, please, and if you're working in care or in health, because that's what the kind of energy I get around you. Yes, was my auntie's. Oh, lovely. Well, she's just bringing that to you. And in fact, I think my auntie had a similar one as well. So that's quite interesting for my future work. It may well be that's a link to an auntie. Okay. All right. So this lady, she has stepped in because she wants to say hello. And she's got her glasses at the end of her nose. And she just said, hello. How you doing? She's doing hello. She's just really bright and bubbly and just really lovely. Oh, your son is autistic and look after your dad. So you are a carer, but a carer within your own home, which is easily dismissed by other people. Okay. It's just as important and just as hard work. I've done personal care. I work as a personal assistant 3 days a week. And just being at the beck and call of another person is actually really quite draining in your mental energy. So just make sure every now and then you take some time out, okay? But this lady, oh, she done half smile. She smiled a mile. And I feel that that's something you probably would have said or someone would have said because it's not a saying I know of. But I just feel with this lady that she just wants to make sure you know you're doing a great job because you worry about your son. But you do a great job, love. You do a great job, okay? I also want to bring to you to let go of the future. Let go of the future. Live in the now, live in the present. They say that before is a memory and the future is a present and it can wait, can't it? Future is a gift. Now is a gift, but future can wait. I got that completely wrong. Maybe your auntie got those wrong. I don't know. And with your auntie also, I'm being brought LPs. I'm being brought hard records. So she was someone who liked music, someone who would play real records on a record player because I just feel that she's really lovely. It's a song she used to sing, Smile a While. Wow. Thank you very much, lady. That was really lovely. That's really lovely. So she's just saying, keep on smiling, but just make sure you don't forget you. Don't forget you. And I don't know whether it's a Bacardi and Coke that I can suddenly smell and taste. Does that make some sense, Kaz? Bacardi and Coke? Do you recognize that? You got her LPs. Thank you for confirming that. Then now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Well done, Filna. Thank you. Yes, her drink. There you go. She wants you to have a Bacardi and Coke with her. On the odd. She's also showing me a footstool, a green footstool, which you should recognise. And she's saying, put your feet up, love. Have a Bacardi and Coke. Relax, watch Summer Wine. Is it Summer Wine, that programme with the old people on, like enjoying themselves? That's what she's saying. Watch a bit of that. Have a laugh. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to ask these two lovely people who are working with me very hard. Thank you for working with me, by the way. I'm going to ask them to give you a gift. And Kaz, she wants to give you a little white orchid. Okay, she wants to give you a little white orchid. Now, I don't necessarily feel this is a flower. I feel it's more of a pattern of something. That's a little white orchid. And she's just saying, yes, that's her drink. I don't know whether we got the rest, actually. Spot on, busy looking after others. It was her auntie's dresser. She looks after her son and her dad. confirmed it's very hard work, which I agree. And the auntie just said about Smile a While, which is a song I've never heard of, which is Smile a While. So that was rather beautiful, wasn't it? And she's just going to give you a little white orchid as a gift, just to conclude. Oh my God, I know what the white orchid is. What the orchid is. Lovely. Lovely. Well, thank you very much. You're welcome to share or keep it to yourself. One thing I did forget to say, folks, sorry, is that all the comments can be made public and will be. So please, if there's anything you don't want the world to see, please don't put it up here. Thank you so much, Kaz, for working with me. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, Lisa. I'm working hard with my training, so I feel like I'm getting stronger. Thank you very, very much. Lovely message. So amazing. Thank you. The spirit world are amazing. I mean, they just put all these wonderful pictures in my head and I relay them to you, and it just brings so much joy, doesn't it? So much joy. And I feel that auntie would just have that passion in her. Anyway, we're going to say goodbye to them now. Thank you very, very much. I hope that brought your day up, Kaz, because I felt that your energy was quite low when I first started working with you. So hopefully that's really raised you up. Are they fitting in one more song? I lift you up. Okay. Right. Oh. You're getting stronger each day, better than before. Thank you, Andy. Well, that's the plan, isn't it? That's the Kaizen, isn't it? Always improving. Always improving. Don't sit on your laurels. Always improve. Okay. Divine Empress Intuitive Guidance. Thank you so much. You know, don't know how much that is a compliment of mine. Thank you. For a fellow reader to say my energy is so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So, hello, Helen. Hello, Florna. Hello. Yes, that's what I was getting. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. The amazing gift is the heart that beats. Never forget. Never forget. Anyone can be a medium. You just got to work hard and trust. On that note, I've got a lady here who will play with her mouth. Oh, I don't feel she'd recognize her face in the mirror. I feel that she'd spend a lot of time either taking photographs or staring at herself in the mirror, because I just can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. And I'm hearing the name Tracy connected to this person. I'm also seeing a small dark dog. Okay. And I'm hearing a song. I'm hearing an Elvis song. This Old House. That's not Elvis, is that? Shaking Stevens. Shaking Stevens. This old house, do 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 do. This old house, do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the windows. Ain't got time to fix the doors. Do 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 do. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Okay. All right. This lady's also she's got back pain. She's got difficulty in her spine. And she's got difficulty with her hearing as well. But she would, I don't know whether it's gurning, but she would sort of sit and play with her face a bit. This is a really, really big clue, because I don't do this, strangely enough. Okay. All right. All right, this person's taking me to the person I'm connecting with on this broadcast. If you're watching on a watch party, come to Indigo Starseed Psychic Medium. I won't see your comments. But this person is saying the person on this broadcast was eating a curry tonight that they want to link with. I do not necessarily feel this person is family. So please think out of the box. If you recognize a lady who I do feel she's older or elderly, I'm not quite certain of an age because I don't always get that. But they've just told me 78. So they've just told me 78. So maybe I should ask, eh? But no, 78 years old. 78 years old. But she would move her face around, and I had a connection of, I don't know whether Sophie can put up what I said because I've forgotten already what I have said. Tracy is a connection and a small dark dog as well. Okay. All right. The person who's watching has ate a curry tonight. It's a chicken curry and it's a very ready looking curry. So I feel it's a tikka masala. Tikka masala. That is the one. Okay. There's always a possibility they've left the broadcast. So if they have, we shall move on. But normally we can find someone. Normally we can. Okay. So this lady would stare in your face. She would stare in the mirror. She wouldn't recognize things. So maybe she had senility or dementia. I'm not quite certain. But she definitely didn't know what her face was. She didn't understand who that was. It's like she would brush her teeth and it'd be like, but who's that? Who's staring back at me? So it does feel like dementia. It does feel like dementia. Okay. And this lady definitely had a fall and she cut her leg. She cut her right leg. She had a big gash down her right leg and she had yeah, I'm dropping out words. Definitely dementia. She had a big bandage on her leg. Okay. Hiya. Hi. So can anyone take this older lady, 78? It's not really that old, is it really? 78, she'd make pull faces with her mouth. Names connected to Tracy. Okay, let me just see who's, and someone on here is at curry tonight, tikka masala, that's connected to her because she's bringing me the smell really, really strong. Bringing me the smell really, really strong. Had a fall and had a gash in the right leg with dementia. Can anyone take this lady? If not, I'm going to have to ask her to move on. That would be so sad. That would be so sad. All right, let's go back into time when she was well. So when she was well, she lived in a house, and outside the window of the house, you could see horses. She lived in the countryside. She lived in an old stone house. This old stone house had a metal knocker on the door, and the metal knocker on the door was in the shape of an object. I'm trying to see what it was, and it looks to me like a boot. Oh, it could have been veggie curry. I took it as chicken, but I don't eat meat myself. So, now Alzheimer's. Kelly McKeating, can you understand any of the rest of this? This old house was song. This old house, yeah? So Kelly McKeating, can you please confirm if you read Sophie's information? She's just said she would make faces with her mouth. Connected to the name Tracy. Now, it could be in a carer, so you might not know Tracy. There's connection with a small black, not black dog, dark dog. It's not black, it's dark. Shaking Stevens songs, this old house. Problem with the spine, and the person on the live is eating a curry. Horses, yes. Okay, Kelly McKeating. Can you please, this is the last time I'll ask, darling, can you go through Sophie's list and write down what makes sense? I need to know if I'm with you or not, please. Do you recognise the house with the knocker, with the metal knocker? Her friend was Tracy. Okay, Kelly, I believe I'm with you. All right. Now, Kelly, am I right to say the reason you don't recognise her behaviour is because you didn't see her at that time? Can you please confirm that with me, Kelly? You made me hungry. I want veggie curry now. I don't know why I thought it was chicken. Did you have soya protein in it or something? It smells lovely. Smells very, very lovely. Okay. Absolutely, yes. Okay, brilliant. Well, this is a new string to my bow. Thank you very much, lady. So we're going to take her back in time. We're going to take her back in time to a time when she understood and to a time you understood. And I feel that you used to have getaways to this place. I do feel it's in the countryside. I feel there are dry stone walls. So there's walls which are made from stone, which set around the boundaries. And I am seeing a grey dappled veggie sausage, bless you. I am seeing a grey dappled horse that you should recognise. A grey dappled horse that you should recognise. Can you recognise that, Kelly? Please let me know. I want to take you back to when you were younger. Okay. And I'm also being shown a gravy boat, which is in the shape of an animal. I can't quite grasp what it is. I can't quite grasp what the animal is. It's either a chicken or it might be both. Is it both? Chicken and a... Yes, I was working Cumbria when we were kids. Okay. Working in Cumbria when we were kids. So you were, when you were a child, you were working in Cumbria. Don't understand that. Can you write again, Kelly? I don't quite understand. Yes, dappled horses, lots of horses. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm also my mind is being taken to a jigsaw made of horses all around. It's a childhood memory of horses in a big jigsaw. Workington Village. Where is Workington Village? It sounds lovely. It's old, isn't it? It's a nice old place. And there's a millstone as well nearby to the house. Is this something you recognise? A big round millstone, darling? And I also see those stumps, the stumps, I don't know what they're called, like the stone stumps. Can you let me know, please, Kelly? Little Clifton near Workington, Cumbria. I don't know where that is. Don't even know where Cumbria is. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm near Clifton, but not your Clifton. Can you let me know about the millstone and the little stone, I don't know what you call them. They're like not posts, but they're like, probably but been so long now. Okay. Do you recognise the jigsaw of the horses? I believe that she would have given it to you. It's a jigsaw with horses on it. Oh, Lake District. Oh, nice. That I understand. Stone stumps are often mounting stones for horses. Yes, thank you, Susan. I didn't know what they were. I just really like them. Up north, Lake District. Yeah, I'm down south. Okay, so Kelly, going back to the front door, do you remember the metal knocker? And do you remember what shape it was for me? And you visited the ancient stones in Cumbria, so that's the stone she's showing. Okay, thank you very much for telling me that. Okay, she's telling me that she'd always have her wellies on. She wants you to get your wellies on and get out there because you haven't been out enough. And nature is what makes you feel well. Nature is what brings you back to earth. It's what makes you feel evened out. Just remember the times when you went, I don't know quite what you're doing with her, but it's like you're going out and you're going under the trees and you're seeing what you can receive from the trees. We visited ancient stones in Cumbria. Yes, it was a horseshoe. Thank you. I couldn't see what it was. I could just see there was a metal door knocker of some form. Okay. All right. Let's see whether I can get her to... All right, Kelly, have you been sewing recently? Can you let me know, please? So correct there. You're absolutely spot on. Thank you, Kelly. Have you been sewing recently, please? I've asked them to show me something modern to let me know for you that they're there. Okay. Have you been sewing recently? Just need a yes or no to sewing. Please don't tell me anymore because she's giving me all sorts of interesting things. Nature correct. And what about the sewing, darling? Have you been sewing or stitching something up recently? Yes, I'm always sewing. But there was some time this week that you actually stuck your finger, didn't you, with the needle? Not that it doesn't ever hurt you, though. You're over that, aren't you? You're over needles hurting you. Now, this should make some sense because she's giving it to me in a very unusual way. Kelly. So I'm just waiting on Kelly's response. Well, yes, a curved needle and yes, hard fingers. Well, they just want to tell you that they're always close, okay? Not when you're in the bathroom, even though I do see a chain with a ceramic bit on the end. So maybe that's an old one, maybe that's a recent toilet, I don't know, but they're just showing me that. But she's just saying that she's always around, a great fan of yours, because you've just got through some really hard times. And she just admires your courage, okay? So I want to bring that to you, okay? Now I want to give you a gift from her. Let me just see what we're going to get. All right, she's giving you the shape of a thimble. Now, I don't believe this is a real thimble. I believe it's an ornament that you may recognize. But it's the shape of a thimble and it's got a mouse sat on top of it. It's really, really reminding me of Beatrix Potter. And that's what I want to give to you. That is a Beatrix Potter book, isn't it? With the thimble with the mouse on top. It's the Tale of something mouse, Country Mouse? Tale of the Country Mouse? I might have to Google this. Just give me one moment, folks. Town and the Country Mouse. No, it's not that. Can anyone recognise the Beatrix Potter bird? Because I can see it in my mind. I just can't tell you what. Can anyone recognise it? Is it Tale of Tom Kitten? I don't think it's that one, darling. It's Beatrix Potter books. I might have two things in my mind. This is what's confusing me a little bit. Let me just see what the image is. Thank you very much, Andy. Let me just see. There's the Tale of the Two Bad Mice, but that's not got a thimble on it. Definitely had a thimble. I'll be all year. Why am I trying to find this? The Tale of Miss Tittlemouse. Is that it? Tittlemouse. Let me have a look. Have a look. Oh, she looks like she's sat on a thimble. Don't think she's meant to be. It's this one. That's actually her skirt, but I thought she was sat on a thimble when I saw it. She said the gift with the thimble with a mouse on top, ornament or Beatrix Potter. Or the Tale of Gloucestershire. Could have been. That's right, Kelly. Can you confirm what was making sense for you? No, Thumbelina, my daughter's nickname. She's in spirit. Ah, okay. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. I still want to give you that book. Could you please look it up and listen to it? Because I feel there's a message within the book for you. Okay. I really feel that's important. I really think that's important. But yes, I saw the thimble with the mouse. Okay. All right. Okay. So you let balloons off, Kelly. You let balloons off in May. Does this make sense? Please. There's a connection in May with this situation. Okay. Thumbelina was the nickname my late father gave my daughter when she was born. She lived for 6 weeks. Oh, bless you, darling. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kelly. So sorry to hear that. Okay. So the thimble with the little mouse made sense for you. I'm glad about that. Glad about that. Okay. The Tale of Gloucester book has a mouse on top of a cotton reel. There you go. You can read all of them. Read all of them. I'm going to have to read them after this so I can remember them all. Okay. Yes, my grandson is sexing. He's a boy due in October. Ah, lovely. Lovely. They're just saying balloons are going up. We're going up in May. Wonderful. That'll be a beautiful thing to have, won't it? That'll be a beautiful thing to have. Okay. So what I want to leave you with, Kelly, is a boat. It's got a wooden base and it's got fabric sails and it's really beautifully made. I feel this is handmade by someone you know who's in spirit. They're just showing me all the fine details and they're showing me that to remind you that you do really well with the fine detail. Never devalue yourself, because sometimes you feel other people do a better job. I don't know what this is about. There's some kind of situation within the family, but they're just saying, remember, you know the fine details and you know quality. Okay, lots and lots of love there. Absolutely wonderful link. Lovely to meet them. Thank you very much for working with me. Thank you very much. And yes, there were balloons. That's great. I'm so glad to see that. And I hope you get some reassurance that your beloveds are safe and well in just a thought away. Dad had one from his dad. Lovely, Kelly. Thank you. So you know the one I'm talking of. It's a lovely wooden, is it a hull they call it, at the bottom of the boat with fabric sails. It's really beautifully made. Really, really beautifully made. Okay. So just giving that to you as a symbol, just to say, we're definitely still here. Okay. Lots of love there. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Andy's saying message in a bottle movie related to that theme. Exactly. Definitely. Hi, beautiful soul starseed. Thank you very much. Wonderful evidence and information. Thank you, Debbie. Catherine Copin, great proof, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you for your love and beautiful energy, beautiful angel. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip of water. Those who have joined, I'm Indigo Starseed Psychic Medium. Those who are watching on rewatch, come find me another day. But also, I will be live every, all being well, I do have a family, so they come first. But my second family, my spiritual worldwide family, come very, very close second. But I will be broadcasting Sunday spiritual service once a month, the first Sunday of the month at 7:30 on this page. Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's really lovely. And it's really lovely that we're getting completely different people to read for tonight, because sometimes it can be like quite samey, can't it? So it's really nice to have new people. So thank you to the spirit world. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn Johnson. We still need to hook up at some point, don't we? I have forgotten. I do apologize. Okay. On that note, if anyone does want to book me, I'm having a week's holiday on Friday for a whole week. So you'll have to wait otherwise. But I do have space on Tuesday and Friday. Okay. All righty. All righty. All righty. So I feel I've got a young one with me now. I've got a young person with me now. It's really hard to say, but I feel this person was quite androgynous, like between sexes. I don't feel they particularly were female or particularly male. I feel they were kind of melt in the middle. Okay. I do feel with that regards to that, they would have partners that would be females and males. So I just feel that they very much lived a life of they loved who they loved, and it didn't matter who they were. Now, I'm not sure the connection of this person with anyone on the broadcast, but I have to trust what Spirit are giving me, and that's the energy they're giving me. They're also giving me the energy of a daydreamer. They're giving me the energy of a hippie, of a daydreamer, of someone who would just lie back and stare at the sky, stare at the clouds. Stare at the clouds, just dream away. I feel a real connected. It's not transgender, but I get where you're coming from, Antoni. It's more like they just didn't want to be judged as one or the other. I think sometimes they call people, what do they call them? Is it zero gender or something like that? So they just didn't want to be identified as one or the other, because they believed in love, and they believed in love, whether it was gay or heterosexual, they believed in love. They would have spoken a lot about human rights, a lot about politics, a lot about how important people loving one another was beyond the sex or their gender they were born into. This is really important. This person would have had a difficulty with something going wrong with their throat or with their this part of the body. And I feel there was some kind of sudden illness that suddenly hit them. It was like they were poorly and they just couldn't get better. They couldn't get better. They got an infection and just got worse and worse and worse. As I'm working with them, my arm is really, really aching. It feels like I've got something going wrong in my arm. So some kind of infection or some kind of ailment within the arm. Angel non-gender. Well, that is a very, very serious point. Yeah, could be an angel. Absolutely. Gender fluid, pansexual, all these words I don't understand. That's sexuality. Okay. So I just feel that the important thing is they loved who they loved. They loved who they loved. Now, someone on this event, someone here needs to hear that. Because I feel that they're falling in love with someone they feel that they maybe shouldn't. Okay, I'm not going to out anyone, but they just feel that they want to say to you, just go with who you love. Go with who you love, not what they carry. Okay, there's a connection with this lady in London. There's a connection living in houses. They look like squats to me. Looks like they've been living with lots of people in different houses. I do feel this person has not been close to their family for quite some time. And I'm getting a name of Anne connected to this person. I'm also getting connected to this person, the number 2. This is a front door number of number 2. So please, please, if anyone recognizes this person, please let me know. I do feel that she was born a girl. And she had short hair, but like I said, she didn't choose a gender or a sex to have relationships with. She loved who she loved. This is really important. Okay. All right. Lots of wonderful debate going on here. No one's recognizing the person. Okay. All right, who here sleeps on pink pillow slips? Tell me now. Tell me. Pink pillow slips is what I've just been shown. Pink pillow slips. Come on, guys. Let's trust in the spirit world. They know what they're doing. So young person, non-gender specific. Thank you, Soph. Brilliant way of writing it. Hippie type. Stares at clouds, daydreams, had an illness but couldn't get better, possible infection, connected to living in London, and Anne is connected, and number 2 on the front door, and born a girl. Yes to pink pillow slips. Okay. All right. So Catherine and Donna, can you please read what Sophie's written, and Holly, and see if there's someone you recognize? And Vicky, it may well be that it's a family friend. It may well be that it's a friend from school. Okay, I call them pillow slips too. I don't actually normally. I call them pillow covers. Okay. Okay, Donna, it might well be with you. So out of the people who've said yes to number 2, yes to the pillow slips, who can say yes to number 2 as well? Let's do it this way, shall we? What about the name Anne? Please, Catherine. So this is a young person I have that passed. They had an illness that came up after they were poorly. They couldn't get better. The illness was noted in their body, and there was some kind of issue with the throat or with the chest here. Could this be like Catherine, could it be a cousin's child or a cousin's child's child? Do you recognize the person? She showed me that she'd wear a metal disc around her neck. But older, not gender fluid. Gender fluid's really important, or not interested in gender. It's really important. Okay. Transgender, lived in London. Okay. All right, Catherine, can I just go through the evidence, please? Tell me what you can understand, okay? In a clear sentence, please. So as a younger person, but they do show me in different ages, so it may well be they showed me when you knew them. Non-gender specific, hippie type, loved to stare at clouds, had an illness that couldn't get better after infection, connection to living in London, connected to Anne, this person who's watching, number 2 on the front door, and was born a girl, but lived in both ways. I don't know, family have them in London. My family have them in London? It was male I knew. So born a male and then lived as a female. Did I reiterate that incorrectly? Please say. Okay. I've also got the name Steve, Catherine. Is that connecting well? Okay. My family, mum has a relationship with transgender. Okay. All right, let me get some more evidence, folks. This person used to wear a metal disc around their neck. This is really important. A metal disc. So I suppose it's jewelry, isn't it? So lived as a female. Okay, all right. What about Steve? Michelle and Catherine, can you please answer? What about Steve? And this person was very political. They would be on marches for Pride. They would be making sure that everyone knew what was going on in the world. They would shout from the rooftops. They were not quiet. They're not quiet. Your brother's called Steve. Okay. Catherine. All right, so we need something to hone it in. Okay, Michelle. So, Michelle, the transgender your mother was with, has he passed away? You wear a medical dice around your neck. Okay. Can't mind his name, only female name. Okay. All right. Let me try and get something else because we need to connect this quite soon. Something about red shoes. Which of Michelle or Catherine's people wore red shoes? This is really prominent, really prominent. It's not like every now and then, it's all the time red shoes. It might be Michelle. I just need to make sure it's correct because otherwise the energy will drop. It's already dropping because it's taken so long to get here. Okay. Note of red shoes. Okay. All right. So, Catherine, do you know the transgender person has passed away or not? And Michelle. You have pink shoes. They're not pink, they're red. They're red. All right, come back. Let's see what we can get. All right, I'm hearing the ABBA song in my head of Tragedy. But it's the Steps version. I think it's ABBA and I think it's Steps. Okay, yes, passed away. Okay. I really feel I'm with Catherine. I really feel I'm with Catherine. But let me just get something to hone this in. All right. Out of Catherine or Michelle, which one of you has a statue of a dolphin in your home? Looks to me like it's made of glass or crystal. Can you let me know, please? As soon as you can, I'd appreciate that. So which one out of Michelle and Catherine has a... Michelle Blackman has? Okay. Right. Don't have dolphins. So Michelle, can you confirm you definitely have a dolphin statue, please? Can you describe it to me if you can? I know it's hard for you to type. I have a few glass dolphin. Okay, so I'm with Michelle. Okay, I'm with Michelle. Okay, so I don't quite understand the connection between you both. It doesn't hugely make sense to me, but hopefully you will understand. Okay, because are you understanding, Michelle, that this person has passed? Can you let me know, please? And this person would sit with their hands clasped a lot because he's clasping his hands and it's like he's praying for you. It's like he's saying, I'm doing all I can for you, darling. I'm doing all I can for you. Okay. So I don't know how close you got, but you made an impression. One clear one and one blue glass. Thank you. Can you let me know if you know this person has passed, please? I lost contact with her after Mum died, so I don't know. Okay, well, I believe that they have passed because that's who's connecting with me. Okay, all right. Definitely would be quite fidgety with their fingers. I don't know whether they had tappy nails as well, because that feels like just they're always touching their face, always like fidgeting, using their hands to talk, all that kind of stuff. So that should make sense to you. Okay, and as a link with this person, we've got another person coming through that wants to speak to you. This lady is an older lady. She's got grey hair. She's got short grey hair. She's got a very tight chest. I find it quite hard to breathe with her. And I'm going a little bit unconscious. My eyes are rolling in my head. And I just feel that she had a fall and she'd gone. Now, I know that this lady has been to see you before because I know that she's been here before. I'm going to take my glasses off because I do feel that she's going to overshadow me. Just bear with me one moment. Let's see what we can get, girl. Come on, give her the reassurance she needs. So, Michelle, Is it your mother that has the birthmark on her face, or a mole on her face that's quite prominent? Please, can you let me know? I'm hearing Old Lang Syne. I'm hearing Old Lang Syne, which is bringing me to New Year's Eve as a connection with this lady. I agree with you, Andy. I do agree with you, possible Wizard of Oz connection with the red shoes. Very much so. Maybe even the name Dorothy. Maybe even the name Dorothy. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to leave you with a gift from her. Okay? You have a mole on your face. What about your mother? Does your mother have a birthmark on her face? As I was seeing a birthmark on my face, it wasn't a mole, it was flat. Okay. I'm going to leave her with a gift for you. Okay, leave you with a gift from her. She wants to give you a Wizard of Oz was your favourite. There you go. She wants to give you a bunch of daffodils, and she wants to take you back to March. There was an energy you were feeling. There was something going on in March that felt like things were getting better. She wants to take you back there, go back some steps, look at what has changed, look at what wasn't done, look at what wasn't fulfilled. This is not by yourself, but this is something you need to deal with and action on, okay? All right. I'm also seeing a little plastic hood that folds open, which is something you should have of hers, okay? It's like a rain hood. And I'm just going to leave you with her love, okay? Yes, very much so, Andy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for working with me, Michelle, okay? I'll leave you with your love, her love. So there's a person on here who's been crying themselves to sleep pretty much. They've got really bad neck strain, and I don't feel I'm still with Michelle, it's someone else. But I just feel that they had a loss fairly recently. Okay, I feel I know who I'm with actually. I would hesitate. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So they had a loss recently. I feel this loss recently was connected to a car incident, okay, or a car accident. I'm sensing it's a young man. He's got brown hair. He's got short brown hair. Bit cocky, big Jack the lad. Used to like messing about, turning his cap back to front and just pretending to be like old school. Okay. It's bringing me in the Warren G, which is bringing my my brother when he was younger, leaning out the window, pretending to be cool. And he's showing me a white car. Okay. He hasn't got fluffy dice in it, but he's showing me the fluffy dice because I just feel that he was a bit of I don't know, a bit of a down with the kids. I don't quite know how to word it. It's really hard to say. Okay. But he didn't have fluffy dice. Okay. All right. He's calling out for Gemma. Is Gemma here? I don't know if she is. I have not seen her on here. He's calling out for Gemma. I'm hoping she's here. And I don't know if Rosie's here either. I have linked with this person before. I could be with your brother, Jessica. I could be. It's possible. Okay. If you're shaking it, it's possible. It's possible. Okay. All right. His name was Jack. Okay. I said Jack the lad, didn't I? Okay. Right. So, Jess, if I'm working with you, have you been crying and have you had a really sore neck? Because that's the two things I was being given. Oh, bless you. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Was it near your Gemma? Okay. All right. So Gemma, listen in, and Jess, listen in. Okay. Because I heard the name Gemma called out. It could be connected to him, could be connected to you. Okay. I do see it's a white car. This is important to say. It's a white car. Okay. All right. Well, it's definitely a white car because I can see it. And I do see that it was near a bridge. So can you let me know, Jess, if that makes sense for you? Near water and near a bridge. Neck injury due to a TV accident. That was you, was it, Jessica? You have a neck injury. Okay. Okay. I feel I might be with you then, Jessica. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I've just heard the name Terry as well. Does that make sense for you, Jessica? And I want to bring in either a heated steering wheel cover or a leather covered steering wheel. Liked his car. Okay. You with the neck injury. Okay. I feel that I'm with you then, Jessica. That does make sense to me. Okay. And am I right to say it's telling me that he had an award or some certificate that he should have had that he didn't get given? So Jessica's just checking on. Terry doesn't resonate. Okay. She says I might be talking about her brother. And his name was Jack. And I said Jack the lad at the beginning. Terry doesn't resonate. Okay. And what about Gemma? Come on, show me again. I feel this person might have a tattoo on his arm here. If not, it's on the leg, and I don't know why I can't tell. Can't tell. I don't know why I can't tell. It's a bit strange. It was a silver Honda. Okay. I have a Terry who passed recently. Nothing to do with the white car. Okay. All right. I don't know if Sophie's managed to keep up on what I said because I'm completely lost. Actually lost. Oh, person on the live's been crying themselves to sleep. Neck strain. Has had a loss recently connected to a car incident. Young man, Jack the lad, cool white car, short brown hair, calling out for Gemma. You just got a tattoo on your leg in memory of my cousin. Okay. So how did your cousin pass, Michelle? Please. Thank you, Sophie. I just seen. Thank you. I just got really lost. Appreciate it. So have you got a tattoo, Jess, on your top arm and your leg as well? I've got to admit, this connection's not that strong, and it's getting weaker every minute. The in the memory of your cousin, is it connected to the armed forces, or does it have a flag in it? Only on your leg. Does the tattoo on your leg, does it have a flag in it or connected to the armed forces? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Okay. Right. And Jessica, is Tom connected to this person? Tommy. I'm sorry to hear that, Jess. I won't put that on public display. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, sorry. No. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck now. Okay. It's not your loved one. It's me. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to where things were adding up. All right. Jessica, your brother was in an accident with another car, yes? If it's him. Okay, had a lot of friends. Okay. It's popular, wouldn't he? Popular. Okay, let's give you something from... Terry was my first husband. Tom was my second. Keep listening in because it's not very strong with this lady. So, Michelle Quillier, have you been crying to sleep and have you had a neck ache? Can you let me know, please? Okay, because it just doesn't feel right. I've got Top Gun as well as a connection now. Only car, 2 occupants. He died, the others lived. Okay. Yeah, show me a white car. White car. So I've got Top Gun as a connection now. Would have been their favourite film. I do feel there's some connection to the forces. Michelle Collier, can you let me know, please? Okay. I'm determined to find this link. Okay. Okay. It's all right, I got that bandom. Okay. Where's Michelle? Why would Jess? Michelle, Jess. Okay. Give me something that we can split this up with, please. Okay. All right, I hate to say this, Michelle, Jess, did your cousin take their life through with their neck? Can you respond to me, please, with that? Oh, Jess, don't go anywhere. Can you respond to me with that? With your cousin, was it the neck? I'm trying to be really respectful because I don't really want to open it up on here. I have a tattoo on my right wrist, but my not my upper arm. And someone said I have red shoes on. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm with Jess. I'm with Jess because I could just feel that. Okay. So please listen in, Michelle, because I think they're butting in a little bit. But I'm definitely with Jess, okay? Because I felt that. I just sat back for a minute and I actually felt it around my neck. So that's what I'm saying, okay? So, thank you, darling. But it's other loved ones, isn't it? We've got to be respectful because that's someone's child. That's someone's child, and that's really difficult, okay? So, Jessica, I want to bring to you that there are worries around a child. Yes. Oh, Jeff. My uncle's Jeff. Okay, my cousin's birthday was yesterday, but there are worries around children around you. And I just feel that with the passing of your cousin and the passing of your brother, it's like you kind of, there's like a fear of the young ones going. And I just want to let go of that. I want you to let go of that, Jess. Okay. I also want to bring you, now there's a song that just came in, but it's gone. It's something like Roses in Bloom. Roses in Bloom. I want to bring you what's the song? Come back. Roses in Bloom and something in autumn, but I don't know what the something in autumn is, okay? I don't know whether it's your child. I just feel that there's concern of you, like, because you've lost so many young people in your life, just feels that it's something that's on your mind all the time. Okay. I just feel I want to take that away from you. I want to take that worry away from you. I do know you're supporting your cousin's mother, and I do know this is difficult for you, but I do feel that you need to make sure you get support yourself, because it feels that you're doing all the support for everyone. It feels like you're not the agony aunt, but you're the metaphysical strength of the family. And I just feel that they want to say to you, you can't keep going on with this, because especially with your neck strain, it's just you've got so much burden on your shoulders at the moment. It feels like you can't let anyone down, but you're actually pulling yourself down by not letting anyone down. So I want you to delegate. I want you to share the worries and the responsibility with other people. Steer your son in the correct place to get support. Sometimes speaking to family isn't the answer, okay? Depression is something that happens, and it can happen through the family. So it's something worth definitely looking into further. But also understand creativity. This is my own belief, but creativity and having purpose really builds you out of depression. So I want to bring you that. My internet's skipping, so I'm missing something. I apologize. That's okay, sweetheart. Don't worry. You can relook at it later. I'm in therapy currently. I'm so glad, because I just want you to not take hold of everything. It feels that you just take all the worries, all the trauma of the family, and it needs to be passed on. When I go into trauma, I know there's something from your childhood that you're also working with. And I do feel it's about authoritarian ruling within the family. I hope that makes sense to you and only you, because that's why I'm trying to be cryptic with it. But I do want to say that there is some military links in the past going back through your family. And there's a very strict upbringing, okay? So know that it's not just what's going on now, it's stuff that went on in the past that's all coming up. Make sure you're really expressing yourself, you're talking your truth, because it feels like your throat's also a bit bunged up or a little bit uncomfortable, and it may well be that you need to say some things that people don't want to hear, okay? And I'm sorry to say this, but this is what they're saying to me to tell you. I want to give you rose water. I want to give you rock rose as well, which is a herbal tincture, which helps balance emotions. But I want to give you the rose water for self-love, for self-care, and making sure that you're gentle with yourself, because you're very stoic, you're very strong, you're very well done, darling. You're very powerful in yourself. You're very mastering of your own energy, of energy around you, but just know that you can't take everything on for everyone. Sometimes you need to just release the words just dropped out of my head. Release the responsibility, because you're only responsible for yourself. You're only responsible for yourself. Steer people in the right direction, and with your son, just listen if he wants to talk, but don't push him to talk, okay? And know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Ask the angels to help you if you believe in angels. If you don't, ask your ancestors, whichever works for you, okay? Right. So with your cousin, I believe that there was a cake yesterday that you had to celebrate for him, and you had a glass of something to celebrate for him too. There's someone who lights a candle. I believe they light it on his birthday, but they also light it at Christmas and at the anniversary of his passing as well, that they're bringing in, okay? And I want to give you, for some reason, a Beano comic, and I don't know why, because I don't even feel you're in England, but they're giving me a Beano comic, which is a very, very English comic. Maybe they just want to give you a bit of a laugh. Maybe they just want some good old, like, funny, easy humor. Okay. Okay, and just finally for you, Jess, they're just saying don't keep pushing yourself. Know when it's time to just rest. Okay, because there's something health-wise you keep pushing through, and I just feel you need to rest up a little bit. Thank you. You're amazing. I'm a reader myself, but I haven't had a reading in a very long time, but I give readings often. Thank you, Jessica. That's very, very kind. Oh, you're from Alaska. Okay, well, have a look at the Beano and see what resonates. Maybe there's something within it that makes sense for you. Okay. And he's just saying your recent passings in your life are meant to awaken you on a deeper level, since you're a master frequency throughout your bloodlines. Hold your sovereignty. As you cultivate self-love, your son will feel it, and those around you will naturally raise their vibrations in the actions that they're comfortable for them, as am I. Totally agree with you, Andy. The more we raise our vibration, the more we glow ourselves. The more we go into that light body, the more we radiate it to others, and it does make a difference. And as well as a reader, Jess, you are a healer, and I know you're a healer. But what you do need to do with your work is you need to let go of it. So when I work as a medium, as much as I feel great sadness and sorrow for anyone's loss, when I've finished in a few moments, it'll be a case of that is done. I leave it by. I don't go back into that energy. I allow those spirits to just do what they need to do. I allow those people to do what they need to do. So this is what I want to bring to you, Jess. I want to bring to you boundaries, and I want to bring to you that someone around you, possibly in your reading life, is really sucking some energy and time out of your life that possibly you could spend raising your vibration and your families otherwise. So just know this, and thank you so much for your thank yous. I hope it made some sense to you. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who's been watching. I'd like to thank all the seen and unseen in this situation. We had some really beautiful evidence and some really important messages. And it's really important to know it's never about the messenger. It's always about the message. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you in a month's time, first Sunday of the month at 7:30. As Debbie's saying, empaths must observe and not absorb. It's a very, very, very important lesson in being a reader or a spiritual arts being as such. All right, lots of love. See you soon. Take care. Don't be strangers. Thank you so much for being here. And I will be seeing you all, I hope, tomorrow afternoon at 3:45 on the Spiritual Productions TV Facebook page. See you there. Lots of love. Bye.